With that, welcome once again to Nvidia Icafe Attack, powered by ROG Republic of Gamers and GeForce RTX. We have already seen the first day, BO3 crazy matches, crazy three matches
right.
yesterday, but this is going to be the second day, this is going to be the final day. And we still have the point tables for for yesterday as well. With me, it's gonna be Ozora, and my name is Paikash. We'll be your casters for the day. So with that, we have the point tables as well. Ozora, please take it away.
Oh my God, the points have literally shown that how people have the actions unfolded yesterday. And look at that. It is just that Land Shack has three teams, and the way they're just dominating, they're showing in their performances, it's absolute bonkers. But the FPS Club, they're also there. They're in on it. They're going to be showcasing their talents as well. But today is the last day for all the other teams who are out there at the cafes and gaming at this point. You have to prove your mettle and you have to showcase all of your talent. Today is the last day, and the three maps which we are going to be going through, it's going to be World's Edge in the map 1, map 2 is going to be Storm Point, and map 3 the Olympus. It is just absolute bonkers onto how these players are going to be playing and showcasing the talent in order to get the right amount of points on the table and be called the winner, the absolute champions of the arena. So all of these things, you have to stay up tuned in so that you can not miss the action. And yes, that's it. Bye. That's going to be all that I have.
Yeah, that was the points for yesterday. But yeah, today is going to be a brand new day with a brand.
That's
I
right.
don't think so. Teams are going to be different, but yeah, same teams, new day. Hopefully, a new beginning to all those teams that weren't able to perform yesterday per se. But
True
today is
that.
going to be a new beginning. So hopefully, each and every team, even though they didn't perform yesterday, everyone was not able to perform yesterday. Hopefully, we see most of the teams performing. And I just don't want to see that from SASWN and one more team. Which was that? These three
It's all
teams
right.
are the ones who
True.
are stealing the show. We need
True.
other teams to come up as well. We need to see them. We need to watch them out. They perform. That's what I'm excited about.
That's right. Like there are a lot many teams which are still sitting at the bottom. Like they're just waiting for the right opportunity. But here's the thing: the opportunities are not gonna come knocking onto your door just like that. You have to take that opportunity. You have to grab what is there like a huge chunk. Those points are gonna be helping you advance onto the top. But for now, the action is just power packed because it's the last day and everyone wants to give in their max efforts, max inputs so that they can reach up to the top, and that's it. That's going to be the uh, overall destiny for all of these teams.
Definitely. And talking about metas, yesterday we saw the Bangalore and with that the Wrath ult. That was the
That's right.
deadly combination. They used the ultimate, they used the bombardments there, and when the bombardments hit, whenever they exploded, instantly Wrath would TP in and they would capitalize on that and they would literally just destroy the whole team. Yesterday
That's
we
right.
saw something of that combination. Hopefully today we see some different legends playing like that and some new legends coming in as well. I haven't seen Catalyst yet. That's something I'm
Ooh,
missing. Gibraltar as
true.
well. We haven't seen the Dome yesterday. That was also something I didn't see. Jibs are legends that people prefer because it is kind of a tank defensive side of a legend there. It is useful at times when people do
That's right.
rush in.
That's right. But here's the thing, the metas have already been changed, and 16th season is going on for Apex Legends. So you can understand there's going to be a lot of tweaks to it. Like you mentioned, Catalyst, she is an amazing legend. And that is one thing which I'm even having a tough time to grasp on because no team is absolutely running with that meta. And if they do, then it's going to be so easy for them to capitalize onto a perfect spot where they can hide and they can hold down the fort, and at the end just wreak havoc on all the teams or any of the teams which just they just encounter. For yeah, but here's the thing: like all of these places, all of these criteria, all of these conditions, it's all about putting in all of the hours and knowing what your team can be easily comfortable with. Like you mentioned, Gibraltar has recently been nerfed way too much. That's the reason you're not
Yeah.
seeing him in the latest meta. And these things, these small things, have a huge impact. But yeah, talking about the other legends, it's something off the chart where Horizon was a most picked legend. All of a sudden, she has crumbled, she has fallen down, having a huge pick rate in the initial phase with those strafings, with those easy movement gliding effects. Like these are the things which I actually used to do in the previous seasons. But
Oh, you're relating to
recently,
it.
yeah, like it hurts. It hurts. deep down, like whenever I see the nerf coming in all of these legends, I just think, you know what, back then it used to be so overpowered, they used to do so many things, and for now they're not having that much of capabilities, and the meta is slowly forgetting them. So I want to bring that remembrance back. Season 17, I hope there's going to be something different, but for now these metas are just gone, poof, gone. But yeah, I
Yeah.
want to see Catalyst. I do want to see Catalyst.
And my personal favorite, I really want to see Rampart too. But yeah, let's take a look at the
Okay.
point tables once again, because it's basically, even though it is the points, but it was completely, affected by the placement points. Even though each and every team got a decent amount of kills, but still, in the end, what it comes down to is the position points.
That's right.
Whoever got the first position would have gotten approximately 15 to 20 points, and that in itself is a lot. And on top of that, they would have secured an 8 to 10 frag game as well. Because, anyways, they would have done that. They would be good because they're winning.
That's right. See, here's the thing about the points table. If you're securing a first place, you're getting astounding points. That is like 12 points on board. So you're getting the big fat W, so you get the big fat digits as well. But that also is not the case. If you get the most amount of eliminations as well, that also piles up. With all of those scores, you can actually advantage for your own team and for your own squad. So that one thing is going to be a huge factor. And placement points is such that, like, if you're going to be 11 to 15, it's going to be one, and after that it's just increasing those numbers. So at the end, like I said, if you're going to be the champion, it's going to be beneficial for you because those skills are also going to be stacking up, and
Definitely.
that number, once you reach onto the top number one team, you will get those 12 points. So those things are actually going to be a huge deciding factor for the other teams as well. If they want to bring themselves up from the bottom line to the topmost team, you have to compete with all of those gun skills, aim skills, those strategies you have in your mind. You have to just bring it on.
Definitely. Talking about that strategies, today is the day each and every team needs to take out their A game, because this is the day
That's
when
right.
it counts the most. And talking about that, yeah, yesterday we saw a lot of metas, and just like you explained, there are a lot of metas that people don't use nowadays. But still, even after that, that one legend ability that just never is going to be, obsolete or something like that. But that is the tracking ability, or maybe scanning ability.
Hmm.
It might be Seer, it might be Bloodhound, or what else? What else? Who's the third one? Give me one more. I
That's
can't
all.
remember.
Here's the thing. That's all right, because these two are the actual ones who can deal a lot of information. They can just provide it in hand with all of the teammates they have. So
Mhm.
here's the thing. If you play smart with Seer or Bloodhound, where it be, or you can even use Crypto at this point.
Crypto,
But
yeah, that's right.
Crypto, I still
Yeah,
feel like
still
I have
difficult.
a
It's a lot of,
exactly the
things to
nerves
focus
when
on.
it
Yeah.
came, right? Like when the nerves hit in season 16, like everyone understood that, you know what, not my cup of tea. I'm just going to be removing this off the
Yeah.
meta, and the team strat all of a sudden changed. And right now, it's all about adaptability. And once you adapt it, you're just going to be wrecking the entire team, which is going to be messing up with you. So that is one part. But here's the thing, we have all of those players stacked up at this point and just ready for the game, Pai.
Yeah, with that, without wasting any more time, let's get into the match right away, and let's see which all teams are going to be joining us today, and who could it be that's going to get the first win of the game. It's going to be HWN coming in once again. Second is DK Singh's team. Third is Controller Player. Team Aces has two players. Seven. Okay. Legend selections coming in. Oh, one Caustic there. That's fun. Begum again goes with the Seer. You can see a Horizon there. Bangalore, Octane. Okay, just casual, the normal OG setups. One Assaulter, one Revealer, and one maybe a Controller or something like that.
See,
Oh,
here's
we
the
can see a
thing.
Gibraltar. There was
That's
a
right. We
Gibraltar.
can see a Gibraltar, but I don't think so. It's going to be aiding them that much, because
Yeah.
only the last circle is going to be helping them so much that, like, here's the thing.
Looks
Like,
fun
the
over there.
moment it's going to
Talk
be a
fast.
close range fight, and all of a sudden you see the map literally shrinking, the circle coming down to the last breathing point. All you have to do is put a Gibraltar Assault and you're saved by the dome. But at this point, you can even understand that the opponents can also utilize the dome which you provide. So I don't think so. It's going to be a win-win situation at that point.
That's definitely a right thing you said. But yeah, just one Gibraltar in the game. Hopefully he does something. I want to see something from him. Please don't be like that. SWN on the side going to its prime west here with baby native here. I guess that's caustic. That's a solo caustic that I was talking about, but SWN most chaotic plays in the whole fucking whole region here. And HWN, he has a Nemesis in his hand. He needs to get some more weapons. Nemesis is not the best weapon at the moment. The scout as well. So one
trust
tap
me,
and a
it is.
burst. It's not gonna be that helpful.
Oh, trust me, it is. Nemesis, the way every single professional team is rocking it is just amazing to watch. And at the end, it's all about that burst, and the accuracy. So once you get the right momentum, you can easily skirmish onto any opponent you can watch on. But for now, it's gonna be a loot simulator. Everyone's gonna be finding their favorite loots. Oh wow. Havoc replaced with an R99. That is actually interesting because at one point I used to be a person who always used to use Havoc without the attachment as well. Just because at one point when it starts, it just never stops, and at the end you can just easily wreck onto the opponents, whoever is going to be messing up with you. But at this point, the loot simulator is on, and like I'm interested onto what is there in the crafting system today. EVA 8 and 3030 rep. Ooh.
Not the best weapon I'd be looking for.
Long range? Question mark?
Still, a sentinel would be preferred. A charged rifle, any day anyone would go for that with a 4 to 8x scope there. But yeah, difficult. I don't think so anyone is gonna use the weapons that there.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of the rep because once you charge that weapon up and you just shoot, it can literally impact. It's like a huge slap whenever you get it once it's charged. Just like how a PK hits you close range once it's charged, it's as impactful as that, but in long range.
But a 30-30, man. That's a 30-30 we're talking about. It's 1 bullet, 2 bullet, 3 bullet. Maximum you connect somehow. That's just gonna take down the shield. That's not gonna be enough. So, just listen to me. No.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm all yours.
Yes.
I want to actually
But
listen
anyways,
to a valid explanation onto it because I am a huge fan of it, and I don't think you can objectify that part.
Bro, when you're not good at gaming, you don't need to objectify that. So sorry for that, but anyways, HW and in a really problematic position. Maybe Raza with no blue shields here just has a white shield. Not gonna be enough. When the Gibraltar is gonna be pushed back a bit.
See, it's Loba nonetheless. You can understand once she puts her loot market, she can easily get anything, any shield around her. But for now, they're gonna be backing off the fight because they know multiple teams having the eye on them. Gong, on the other hand, tries to land those shots. So yeah, Lifeline is also one more meta which I actually wanted to highlight because I don't think so Lifeline has been used that much because every single person is shifting to Newcastle. And Castle's abilities, my god. Every single time you're stuck up in a position where you need to be moved out from that position, you can easily do it with the Castle. But you cannot do the same with Lifeline because the bot is just going to be having position. You won't be able to move. You can easily be knocked out from the map as well. All you can see is your own fate, and at the end, whenever you're going to be respawned, you can be paying. But look at the push coming in from Slayer. But I guess he's going to be impacted with his own nades. And for now, he's up. That is no opportunity for him. Tom, on the other hand, he does have the archery onto him, but nope, he's not going to be lasting for that long. Singh and his team, they are just going to be absolute demolishing at this point. Look, this is what I was talking about. Lifeline, once you use the whip, you're not mobile at all. You're just going to be stuck up at that position where it's going to be third party. And look at that. HWN, the biggest opportunity at this point. This is going to be that dome in
Fine with the Peacekeeper, man.
Oh, just amazing. One side to watch, and the third party just ends up with the favor of HWN. They are just absolute dominating performance. Like, previously itself, we had seen them play, but at this point, the confidence is just boosting up. And on the other hand, Warrior Live is still there, landing those shots with that Havoc. He just wants to state his presence there in that corner, but will that be helpful? Long range Havoc? Biggest question mark I can ever put it at that point.
Long range Havoc. See, the thing is that you can't control the fire rate of the weapon.
That's right.
That's the issue. Till the time you bring it down, the
Yeah.
mag would be over. So that's not gonna be of any use there. And just like you said, third party. Apex Legends is more or less completely based on third party, man.
It is.
Movement, aim, everything, legends, everything aside, what is left? That's just third party, man. Everywhere on the map, you can hear someone fighting. You can go to that place. You can just
That's
easily
right.
third party, sandwich them, do something, and get a squad wipe. Pretty easy. But when what happens is that even you can get third party. That's when teams struggle. That's when even HWN will fall in a problem. Because I've seen HWN aggress a lot. I've seen them pushing a lot. They don't hold a specific place. So maybe if they do end up in a spot, just like we saw in yesterday's match, in a corner or in a box in a compound there, they won't be able to get out there because their gameplay is just to push in and wipe people out. But if others are pushing on them, they won't be able to hold the situation. They won't be able to hold down the fort there.
See, that's the reason you need a controller in the meta. And controllers, which I mean is Caustic. Caustic is the best at this point because the way you can easily use his gas all around the
Gas traps,
compound.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. And the Nox gas at the end when he uses ultimate, and not only that, the major ability of Caustic, he can see smoke, so it's so much beneficial. It's like having a digital threat at that point. But yeah, on the ice, not on the web.
That definitely is useful, but yeah, the player on the other hand, if the traps go on, they are active, you can't even do anything and you're just losing HP right and left. Even if you do have a purple shield, it wouldn't matter. On the side, it's gonna be Begum and Space Insane's team trying to fight someone. Maybe they have a decent amount of damage, but they still haven't gotten a squad wipe yet. Trying to find one or two more players that they've already wiped out. One of the teams, yeah, it's just Yuzuki left here. I mean, Phoenix has been picked off, and Bronx as well has been picked off there. Even though he has the banner, he still needs to go to the respawn beacon, then get that in. It's gonna be a heck lot of job for him to complete there, and I don't think so. Beckham is gonna let them out of this position that easily, but still, he does. He can. Pretty easy for him.
He pretty much can, but at this point, it's Yuzuki just waiting for the right opportunity to grab those banners and respawn his fellow teammates. But it's gonna be a huge task because every single team is just swarmed up at this position. And Ashu FPS, look at him. He's using speed and he's just able to capitalize so well. At this point, they're gonna be scanned. And oh my god, those shots are just on point. R9 with a digital threat. Oh, it's just gonna be bonkers. But at this point, if these two teams fight each other, Yuzuki can easily capitalize and get those banners and respawn his team. And then here's the thing, fourth party, these teams, and get back all of the loot which they have lost.
XWN as always is going some there. Is they try to push in, but that's gonna be a problem. Trying to get knocked down instead, and the road with the pistol threat is demolishing everyone. He has a lot of damage. Yes, even Begum's there to support him. They've gotten already 2 players picked off. Just the last player standing here, and they can easily get their resurrection as well. Yeah, the rest. Did they have did they have a golden shield? How did he get a shield there and lost the rest?
There might be a scenario where the entire team is having a really good lead at the end. It does matter. If you have a golden backpack and if you have a golden shield, then it's gonna be really helpful for you. Not only that, if you have a golden knockdown, then it's like
exactly
a perfect golden combo. So yeah, so I guess that's gonna be the kind of shield they're using. But now he's actually doing really well. Earlier on, the previous day he was having Wraith, so he was not rocking that really well. But at this point, once he brought in that Recon Legend, he's easily able to spot, he's easily able to help his team. And at this point, it's gonna be very, very complicated because Raza is there. Raza is there. His team is just gonna be having a perfect loadout already. Earlier on, we were seeing Raza having a white shield, but now it's turned out to a perfect purple. Because you know, once you have Nova, you can easily help the entire team get those best weapons, get those best abilities, and look at this escape. Oh my god, he wanted to run from there, but at the end he's gonna be caught off in the wrong end, and the Bangalore is just gonna be finishing him off, utilizing all of those things which he has brought through that portal. And once that portal is gonna be taken, it is gonna be difficult for the opponent as well.
NSA here has a really good opportunity. Try to push and they're trying to close the distance there. They know there's a portal there. They need to be careful of that as well. But two players, 2v3, it's still doable for just Anirudh and Begum there. It's a Bangalore and a Zir. They can get the reveal in and they can use the smokes and maybe pick the players off in from them.
That's right. They can, but at this point, it's gonna be just respawning his own teammate. The one person who was left alone, he's not gonna be any more last man standing. No, that's not gonna be the case. But at this point, they want to respawn. They want to respawn his teammate so that it can be a perfect 3-man squad. But look at that. The circle is just closing in. And you know what? The pressurizing situation is if one person gets the hold of the weapon, it's going to be really helpful because Hemlock at this point has been buffed up a bit because it's a care package loot. So the buff can actually aid each and every team, and I know how good Raza can capitalize on it. He still has his black market on. Once he puts it down, he can easily be able to fetch for the weapon and aid his team. But look at that, beam coming in from Warlord. He has insane amount of hours in this game, and the awareness, that is also top notch. And this is the second time I'm seeing the ring close in this particular spot. Yesterday as well, we have seen the same scenario, how people were capitalizing on it, but it was like a stand same team, it blew and was trying to get the better of the entire scenario. But here's the thing, you have to keep your ears all the way throughout and know what the other team can have, what the other team strategizes on to capitalize onto this perfect position. But at this point, all of the teams are just planning on to get to a perfect advantageous point, a height, so that they can easily capitalize on it and beam down all the players they see.
That's two players in his crosshairs. He's trying to shoot them down. It did connect a bullet or so, but in the end, it's just gonna be a scout.
There's one, mate.
But Bojack dealing a hell lot of damage there is gonna connect two bows with him, with his Bojack there. Might as well try to go for the third one, but it's gonna be difficult. Players are right in front of him. And what the hell is this Caustic used result on there? How is he using the rampart? Rampart walls are being useful for them right now. That was
That's right.
fair.
That's right.
I would have been able to hold them. Yeah.
It is just Nemesis being charged up all the area through widespread, but it's not going to be helpful that much. But yeah, Raze on the other hand,
Might be something good this
perfect
time.
positioning for the entire team. Oh, there are like positions where you can easily capitalize on, and the ultimate is still available on the Bloodhound. So like they're using it for the end game, but at this point, Raza and Raze, these are the two key players I want to see how they can capitalize onto this perfect spot. But yeah, the other teams are still maintaining the perfect position as well. But here's the thing, they need to somewhere get those knocks down and eliminate those teams because the circle is getting really close and 6 squads are still remaining with 17 members. So you can understand it can be a third parties are just going to be back and forth. But a really nice spray down coming in from the side of Zeus. I have not seen Octane for really long. But yeah, those jump packs do help at the last moment. You can tap every single corner you want. And it's going to be beneficial. But it's a very slow here. It's a very slow. That's the reason I just don't like any person who's using Octane. But if it's going to be used for the entire team's benefit, it's going to be really helpful for the longer run. But really nice rest coming in. And all of that skirmish, rest coming in, it is very important. Back again, they're going to be with a 3-man squad. But on the other hand, OG, he has been dealt a lot of damage. He's going to be healing up in those corners. But look at that. Rampart still waiting to get the right opportunity to land his Bocheck shots. Does land one. Huge damage. 84, but that's not going to be enough. 2 small shields, 2 small cells, and all you can see is a perfect golden shield being recharged.
That's a good shield. Is all you need. And the syringe the HP bars. The use of all the management use his ultimate there. Stefan has been activated, but it's of no use. It's gonna be shut down. Mathia on the other hand is gonna take out the ultimate as well. Down with the first one. Might get the second, but no. Both of them sprayed him down at the same time and was not the best possible situation. But Rampart could have taken them down if only he had his barrier there as well. All he needed was some sort of a cover. He could have pretty easily gotten the 3k there. But anyways, SWN as always coming out at the top with a 3k just for Raza. Maybe AHG and AHG and Raza as well in total. Okay, just 6 kills in total for them. SWN, beautiful start. Just 5 teams remaining. And as always, it's gonna be Yuzuki's team. And MNK Phoenix has been brought back to the game. They have secured a good enough location. They have the elevation advantage going in for them. But it's really going to be difficult for them to hold the spot just as the zone is going to shrink in, just as the circle closes in, and it's going to be on the other side of this position.
That's right, G7 scouts are being shot left and right, but it's not even a single shot which is connecting. The drop of the bullet is far too long for Phoenix to even adjust to, and he couldn't land any of that. Even though they have the height advantage, they can easily be thrown off it. That is going to be the strategy of each and every team they're going to see, but it's going to be a close range fight there. Oh, the capitalization, but all of those teams are just knocked out. Oh my god, AWN, they were looking so strong, so solid, but at this point you have to be inside the circle in order to gain your throne, in order to gain your positioning. Even though they had so many kills on board, they are not able to go through with it. Just those points are going to be necessary. You have to stand tall either onto the first or the second position in order to get the better of those elimination points you have. But at this point, 3 squads still remaining, one facing a huge disadvantage as they have only 2 man standing. But look at that, Warrior Live is just going to be feeling. He sees, but he's going to be confirming a knock as well. But the second, Race.
No, he finished him off.
He finished him off, but I was expecting Race to retaliate, show that he's also having the equal potential.
But to be fair, he didn't even get to see the player. He didn't even get to take the crosshair that position.
Right.
How could he even do anything?
That's right,
Really
but at this point, they had to somewhere understand that if the circle is going to be so close, then it's obviously going to be 2 or 3 teams or players who are going to be having that height advantage and capitalizing on it. But yeah, the presence of mind is all you need at these crucial points. But look at this, Team 19 has a perfect 3-man squad still available with them, and they can easily get the champions of the arena. They can easily win this map through and set a solid foothold. But yeah, that's gonna be my hope. What will other teams be doing?
They're just holding. They're just waiting. They're just waiting for the zone to shrink in, and accordingly they'll play it out. They're just playing out the zones. That's what they're doing, and that's exactly what we saw SM Race's team do as well. They rotated pretty early in the game, and they got a really good position. And that's why HWN couldn't do anything, because SM Race's team had such a strong hold that they couldn't just go down that easily. On the other side, Zaid on YT and Shiva still alive. Not as active, but 21 seconds left on it. Is going to try to take another player down. Get some peanut damage in, but that's not going to be enough. It's a purple shield. He needs to either take down the shield or get a knock. Just 9 seconds remaining from the outside of 6, so that's going to be a finish right now. But the zone has strong. It's going to be Devasto taking it. Devasto again to get the first. Might get the second one as well, and guess what? That is going to be the last team standing, SA versus the team. And they're definitely gonna push in on this. They have all the units, they have all the explosives they need, and it's a slaughter. SA wins yet another match of the day and of the series. Absolutely deadly, demolishing, beautiful, brilliant, everything. Just crazy performance coming in from SSTs. Yesterday we saw them win 2 matches, and today the first match as well is gonna go in their favor. What a beautiful start. Hopefully if we see them do this in the next 2 matches as well, it'll be pretty, pretty safe to say that they're gonna be winning this, but okay.
That's right, but yeah, a good performance coming in from there, and like you did mention it earlier that SA, the first day when we started the entire journey, they did win the first map itself, but off the bat their starts are so good, like they know what to do, but at the end, like teams do catch up with all of the strategies other teams are going to be
Definitely.
implementing. So that's going to be a huge question mark, that will they be able to carry the same momentum further or not. But yeah, like we said, SA did mention, like they did set a solid foothold at that
Yeah.
point where they can easily get those picks off. And at the end, it was all the utilities which were just barging in, banging through all of those doors, banging through all of those cartons, and it was not enough for Shivas to even withstand
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of those impacts, all of those
Shots.
nades, all of those mollies. Like it's just bombarding at that point. But yeah, we're going to be taking a small little break and being back with that live action.
It's the time for the second match of Nvidia Icafe Attack powered by Republic of Gamers and Nvidia GeForce RTX. Without wasting any of your time, let's dive straight into the match and take a look. It's gonna be on the map of Storm Point with almost all the same teams. I guess maybe some teams won't be there, but as always, we can see Zaid, SA's team, just Anirudh coming in, Bronx's team's there as well. Matha's gonna be taking Rampart, Shishimano with his Wrath, Lezi with the
Oh, the compositions are actually pretty interesting, by
yeah, they're
like
reworking it. Obviously, they should, man, because I don't think so. They should be playing with just one legends throughout. Because at this point, each of these players are so good with every legend that they have unlocked that they shouldn't really be bothered or focused. Because they just need to play the roles well. That's all that matters in the end.
that's right, it does matter, and the composition is just looking very solid for Team 16. Look at that. They have every single thing for rotate, for knowing if a person is around, if the enemy team is around, knocking their door. Like every single thing is available. Yuzuki, on the other hand, like I've seen him play Horizon, like he was able to retrieve his teammates' banners so quick. So I can understand the amount of hours he has put in the game, and he just
That
knows
here.
how to
Ignore me.
go
I'm
around
hungry. Don't know
left
what
and
I'm
right.
saying.
But for now, every single team is going to be dropping
Let's
down
check
to the
that quadrant.
perfect loot location. But look at that. A spot, command center, being the high tier loot, and nobody is actually even going close to it.
Ah, that's the thing. That's exactly the point. It has so much loot there that if they were to take a risk, that the risk would be to go into a hot drop region, maybe get picked off by a squad even before you land in there. But that's the reason everyone thought would be, and that's why no one went there. So that's fun. So no one's gonna get all that loot, and the best place in the map for looting is not gonna.
See, here's the thing. Like three teams are around command center, around. So all they have to do is easily path their way through, get to that spot, and see what else they're missing in their loadout, and upgrade their weapons accordingly.
SMG
But
here.
for now, again, like all BRs go about, it's gonna be a loot simulator in the beginning
Extended
phase.
life.
We have not seen any team hot drop and have a perfect
cell here.
splat against each other. So it's gonna be some time we're gonna see some action, but I'm expecting that the east side is gonna be having the most action. 'Cause somewhere down the line, I feel the western eastern part of this map is gonna be having a choke point where all of the teams are gonna be stopped, and you know, like the way how police actually asks
ammo
for the
here.
DL whenever you're heading to like a taxable spot and you're just crossing interstate, like they're gonna be asking where are you heading to, and so that's gonna be the case
Hope
for
you don't mind a co-pilot.
one team. If they know how to funnel down those rotation points, how to hold
Shield
those
battery
choke points,
here.
so that is one thing which I'll be very interested on to watching. So the western part, southern
Backpack
western
here.
part is gonna
Level
be
2.
some skirmish. It's gonna be a huge impact onto how the teams are gonna be moving further. Not only that, the other places where it's gonna be towards the side of or the southeastern part, like three teams are still there. They're not anywhere close to the map, so they have to rush down. They have to see how they have to reach onto the spot and then capitalize it easily, because it's gonna be a huge task once if teams know from this point if opponent team is gonna rotate, they can easily choke it, funnel it, and then capitalize on it. So this thing, if you want to avoid, then you have to easily be able to rotate and
move there. You're welcome.
plan it accordingly. But on the other hand, HWN, they have the same composition, except like I mentioned, Gibraltar being nerfed so much, you're not going to be seeing him in this map.
Hey, Baby Nato is back with the caustic here. Let's go.
He is back with his caustic, and he's the only person. I actually feel sad for him, but at this point, he's just gonna be playing off with those gas chambers. Like he's just gonna be having it placed all around the corners and just fortifying a room. It's gonna be much better than rather sitting like a duck outside, waiting for one team to just pounce on him. And you know,
Open
all the
supply
other
bin over
teams
there.
who have landed, they have a three-man squad. So I don't think so he's gonna last for that long. But if he wants to capitalize, then he has to find a perfect area where he can fortify it and hold it for longer time.
Thanks a
To be
bunch.
fair, Caustic is a controller and he needs to set up his traps to get enemies
That's
stuck
right.
in those traps. So if he's playing in an open position or even a corner, that's not going to help him. Three players push in. The first guy, even if he somehow gets the first guy knocked down, the rest of the team is just going to get the pick on him.
Troublesome.
Even if he does get the choke point, even if he does get the bottleneck position there, maybe while the team's rotating, takes them by surprise. That's the best case scenario. He finds two exit frags. A squad wipe at this point, at this tier, I
Head in
don't
that direction,
expect
darlings.
for him to be so
Helmet
good.
here. Level
That's
2.
right.
Mind those
Like you need
headshots.
to have the perfect weapons as well, but look at that. The position has been scanned for every single player out there in that map, and baby native, he needs to
get out
run.
of it.
He needs to get out of that position. With that white shield, he won't be able to sustain for longer. So he's just
Next corner.
finding corners at this point, and I think even if he's gonna be shooting down those spiders around, he will be dead. Like he won't be able to withstand that as well. So like the
Hey,
situation is
I
really
guess
bad
he
for
can
him.
ult, bro. He can use his ult on the top.
He can use
That's
his
what-
ult. That is gonna be beneficial only and only for him. Yeah, like to escape from the spiders using the ult, not the best bet, right?
And outplay, that's the thing. You use your ult, outplay, hit off.
Why would you pick that? Why would you? Like he was being installed with all of the utilities, but look at that perfect oh my god, the spray down at this point.
Stay with
Raza, the way he just plays, gets those shots so well precise. And definitely, look at that. The spiders are shooting their web across the map. So I don't get it. Like at this point, if VB is just going to be waiting out for that position, he's still going to be concerned. But yeah, enough talks, enough jokes apart. The situation where HWN is just landed on, they're looking into a very tight position because multiple squads just converging onto them, and they're just going to be looking for an escape strategy at this point.
At this point, they're really stuck in a bad spot because if they do go up,
Going
there's a
over
different
here.
team waiting for them, and if they were to escape from the left-hand side, there's two different teams holding the angle, holding the corners, and just waiting for some team to run into their crosshairs. OG, even though they have gotten a really good position for the loot aspect, but still it's going to be really difficult to get out of it. Still, the good thing is they have the zone, and they maybe you could use the zip lines close to them. Baby native, let's go once again. Found a new corner. It's a new position with a blue shield nonetheless. Okay, the round is going to be closing in 15, and just like you said, it's going to be a western side shift or southwestern side shift. So maybe expecting it to come towards Sennote Cave and Treasure Marine Island. So maybe Barometer even could become a really good end zone position.
That's right, it could have been, but at this point, all of these teams are just holding those solid
Get
foot
ready.
grounds,
There's
one
an
on
enemy
top,
close
one in the
by.
bottom. The time when you mentioned that you can take a zipline and escape from that corner, I knew Team HWN is just waiting on for that golden opportunity where OG is just going to be planning, okay, let me just scout out, let me go on top and just see whether anyone is available or not. Same thing even a seer can do, but you know at that point, like double time is in your favor, you can easily escape and dodge those situations. But at this point, Ashu FPS is just going to be spotted out. One shot does land on him, but he's going to be easily able to charge it up. That's
There's an enemy near me.
CS is going to stop them. HWN always they once again have the position advantage because we know they do always.
oh my god, no.
And position pushed in from first guy going down, and there's just gonna then get
My
away.
god. My god.
What happened there? Why did they do that? They knew there was a team above them. They knew they were holding them.
That's right, they did know, but then you know it, like at the end, if you think that you're better than the opponent, you somewhere try to claim
Yeah,
that,
definitely.
but yeah, it's gonna be backfiring you as soon as possible. And it was just 1 second, and after that, the entire team was just wiped out. Team 12 having OG, Reese, and Lost. They were just lost at that point. Like, Lost was having he had a different legend in day one. He was actually rocking on that Wraith, but all of a sudden he has a transition to Horizon. Like, even though you know Horizon has been nerfed, I don't know why would you pick her. Like, you can get the height advantage. You can easily go on to that perfect position wherever you need. But at one point, you need to rethink your strategy.
I guess maybe Horizon's ults what this we are aiming for. That could be pretty useful at times.
We must go.
It is.
And on the side, that's okay. Two teams are holding at the same spot. It's gonna be
I see
HWN
someone over
as
there.
well. No, I don't think so. HWN. Oh, even HWN is here as always. How the hell can we spot HWN in each and every fight? And if not, they would be waiting for the fight to get over so that they can third party that fight. That's what HWN's whole game plan is, and they do it so beautifully that they never end up taking losses. Even if they do, they could just pretty easily get the recalls in. But at this moment, they're going to go forward with the third party, pushing in. Let's see, can he find some cheeky corners, cheeky positions? He's got on a really beautiful angle there. It's not
Never mind.
Big damage coming in from
Ooh,
the
ooh.
Raza.
RE45 at this point is a really good weapon.
It
The
is.
fire rate on this is just absolutely massive. If he somehow just connects with 20 bullets and it's gonna be shield going down and then he could just reload it.
That's right, like it's a very easy to blast with that weapon, but at this point, look at that Space Insane, just making everything so easy for the team. But Begum at this point, he's just dominating. Like, we've seen him play from the previous match itself, even though the entire circle was not favoring them, but somehow they were in that zone, getting those right kills.
Bogey
But
inside.
look at that. Staying outside the circle does get the better of you, and it's not looking good for the side of HWN, even though they were available at the spot where third parties could easily be taken
jet
down
over
from
there.
their end. They were not able to capitalize it, but the circle is always gonna be punishing you. If you don't respect the circle, then the game doesn't respect you at all.
And at least at this point in the zone, it's gonna be really difficult for them to survive outside the ring because the damage is just gonna be so much. But they have a lot of time, they have abilities as well, and I guess they would have immense supplies as well. It's not gonna be that difficult and they're pretty close to the zone. The team that's gonna struggle right now,
Oh my
that is HW, and they're really far out of the zone, and I don't think so they have a bad way to fly out of there, so maybe
They do.
They do.
Warlord,
Oh, yeah.
on the other hand, he can be using that perfect opportunity onto repositioning the entire team.
Okay.
So that can be a big strategy, but then Raza just aiding the entire team with those. Oh my god, the Loba market. It's just so helpful. Like, you can grab anything out of it and it'll be aiding. So at this point, it's all about survival. Heal battle is running outside the circle, which can collide, which can easily get the better of the situation. But it's not the team HWN who's struggling. Team 16 is also doing the same. They're outside the circle, but all of a sudden, look at that one single ability, and you can easily get inside the circle on race. The way they're just capitalizing, and yeah, Luba has become an important aspect for the entire meta. So that's one thing I would just commend for the entire team using Luba in their favor, so they can easily get those support system onto their teams, and then they can easily capitalize to get those ammos they need, unlimited. Not even one or two. You can literally stack in how much ever you want.
Yeah, that's something they can pretty easily do, but HW finally
Let's go there.
gets inside the zone without facing any problems, because Valkyrie is going to be really helpful to get out of the. But SM Rays, as always, are going to go in with the early rotations. They have the center of the zone, and they are the only team inside the center of the zone as well. But as always, we know there are pros and cons to holding the centers, and that is they could pretty easily get sandwiched. They could get they could be rushed pretty easily. Well, kissing on the side, flatline being used. Deadly damage there, but still not going to be enough to get knock. Not good enough for the conversion to come in.
That's right, but again, he's gonna be the man who falls off beginning itself. He is an important aspect. The legend he's using is seed, so you need a seed at the last game point. But at this point, if he's not gonna be respawned, it'll be trouble. It'll be problematic for the entire team. But look at the rotate coming in from the side of Team One. They're just moving in swiftly, just getting those capitalizing points and just waiting for the right opportunity so that they can get a fight onto their name. And Raza, I have seen him so many times, and all of the time I've seen him as a kill leader.
There's someone here.
Every single time, he's a kill leader.
That's the consistency. That's the consistency somehow. And this is not the first time I've seen him play like this on other tournaments and events as well. That's just how he does it, and that's just how he is. So I guess there's nothing else to it. He's just a good player. Moving on, one frag coming in for us. WN still has a really good spot. They're waiting for these to win, and they're getting some anti-flanks as well. Anti-rotate positions pretty good enough for them. Hopefully they convert those frags as well. Zone has taken yet another hard shift. The bell's gonna be completely left outside the zone. And I thought that would be the place where we could see the end zone. But no, it's WN Raza. Spots one and finishes him off as well. But it's gonna be AG play, stealing his kill.
That's all right. That's all right. He has enough kills on board so he can be called the kill leader. 4 kills, 5 assists. My God, this guy is literally on a rampage. But here's the thing: every single team is just waiting for the end game, and the shots are going to be lined up. But oh my God, the Sentinel shot misses. If it would have landed, it would have been an all different scenario. It would have been a good damage dealt. But at this point, every single team is just going to be heading on. But look at that, Raza, sorry. The entire team is just right in the middle of the circle, right in the middle. So they can easily beam down any team moving across from that corner, and that is going to be their advantage point.
That is definitely their advantage point, and they're definitely using it for them as well. But now it's gonna be the time for them to really show some performance, because till now they're just dealing a lot of damage from a certain spot, but now teams are gonna close in onto them, and even they need to maybe reposition a bit if the zone closes in on them. But Zayden YT, as always, with a charged rifle and a deadly 8x group there, is trying to get some more damage in. 5 squads left, 15 players still standing, and the good thing is all 5 squads have 3-3 players in them. There's no duo or solo surviving right now. This is going to be a really interesting end zone to witness here, and each and every team is just so perfectly split out that just as the next zone shrinks, every team is gonna be struggling a lot to find a good place to hold on.
That's right, and he's never gonna be struggling. They're not gonna be dropping a single sweat because they're just inside the circle. But the beatdown is gonna be coming out from the side of Shivas. He was able to, but just 1 or 2 tiny tinkle damage, that's all he could get for. But yes, capitalizing another spot, HWN. Right opportunity, but look at those nades and those arc stars just bouncing at this feeding. It was an excessive damage, no doubt, but it could have led to a knock as well. But look at that Warlord just not giving them the breathing space, beaming down or just throwing all the utility he has. Those nades are just going to be aiding him onto pushing the team off from that corner. But one knock does come down. Warlord is in a very tight situation, but a third party is going to be banging on the door. And Raza is last man standing. He's not going to be anymore, and the entire team it's just wiped out. Scenarios. Phase 4, position 4, yet again. Why? How do you adjust so much that at the end it's just going to be so devastating on yourself? And look at that, despite it moving on into the small shot, all of this is converting on. Oh my God, big damage is coming in, but all of this, it's just going to be endgame inside this particular corner itself, even though the entire circle is also a different corner itself.
That's a different problem completely. Right now they're trying to figure out where the last solo is so that they can get this spot wipe there, but Shivas is just getting out of every place. He has his abilities obviously, and he's using them to his advantage, but for how long can he keep himself alive? He's made his way to the top of the building now. Once again, has he been spotted? He has an R99 and a defense as well. Decent weapons, but still not that good weapons for a squad wipe for right now. Raze is still alive. He could get the res in, but I don't think so. There is going to be enough time, and Microsoft is going to protect him as well. Additional problems added coming in.
Additional problems indeed. It's like a 1v3 scenario, and Shivaz, if he clutches it, it's gonna be a huge thing. Like, it's just gonna be one statement all across that I'm the best, and we can literally dominate the entire lobby. Even me being solo, it's gonna be dominating. But look at those micro drones just detecting his right position, and nades, if they just pop out at that corner, it's gonna be very problematic. But the circle, it's still so far away from him, even though it is few meters, but he has to encounter three people right in front of him.
It's a trio.
That's right, they can push. They can push, but here's the thing, you have to climb up all of that building just to encounter him, so he can actually get the better of that situation. That's the reason they're not pushing him at all. But at this point, it's gonna be the circle pushing him down, and he's gonna be knocked off from that corner, and Team 20 just becomes the champion of this map. A good performance from the side of Team 20.
Oh, finally, it's gonna be Begum, Just Anirudh, and Space Insane's team. So last time I saw this team play, its name was Griefers. Hopefully, it's still the same because I've seen them play deadly. But till now, we hadn't really seen the performance I wanted to see from them. Finally, now we're gonna see that, and they're gonna get the champions for the match as well. With how many 6 to 7 kills there? Deadly gameplay. But yeah, SWN, just like you said, how do they somehow manage to get picked off rightly at the fourth spot? Because from the beginning to the end of that point, they've played so beautifully, they play so nicely, they get all the frags, they do everything flawlessly. But still, the end zones, something happens. They're like, oh no, that's a lot of players now. We could do something here or there. There could be mistakes, and then they make those mistakes and get picked off.
See, here's the thing. Once the wild cult was used, you could easily capitalize onto the top part of that shack. They could have done that. They could have taken the fight. They could have brought it onto others' doorstep itself. But they chose onto getting the lower ground, which was a huge mistake because there is no cover at all. And all of these teams were just converging into that corner. So once this strategy has just been revised from the side of HW, and then it can be easy, flawless victory for them because the way they were just moving in, getting those initial picks, getting those initial fights, prevailing themselves victorious over and over. I mean, Raza, whenever I've seen him, he's having that kill leader tag on his head. He has a crown on his head, but somewhere he's just losing it off just because of one or two mistakes.
Maybe is it because they're hungry for kills or something?
It might be the case they're just going way too aggressive. If they just tone down a bit in the last circles, it can be easy for them to capitalize. But the first fall was Warlord. There, if he would have composed himself and brought himself in a corner once he was very low, it would have been an altogether different scenario. Even though the push would have been hard from the opponents, and they would have just bombarded them with all of those weaponries, all of those utilities they have, they could have still had that slim chance of survival, but that just went away once Watson was down.
Yeah, just like that. The first one to get picked off is the one usually who gets the squad wiped out. But anyways, Raza was trying his best. Warlord as well had a lot of damage coming in. But at that point, just things don't work out and didn't work out for them too. And with that, this was the second match for Nvidia Icafe Attack Day 2. And with that, we're just left with one more match for the whole series, Azura. Are you excited for the last match? I for sure am.
I'm pumped.
So
I'm just
without
waiting.
wasting, huh?
I'm just waiting for the right opportunity to see a team shine because we have not seen any much of a strategy coming in from either of the corners. Like, I want to see the Watson abilities being used at the right spot, a perfect lockdown. I've seen Caustic, but the Caustic has just been like a solo survivor. So I guess it's not his fault altogether, but still, we have not seen that perfect fortification from any of those controllers we have altogether seen in this entire scenario. So that is one thing which I'm waiting for. But for now, like, we're just going to be taking a small little break and getting back with that last map, the intense action yet to begin.
Okay, welcome back to the last and final match of the day. Nvidia Icafe Attack, presented and powered by Republic of Gamers, and Nvidia RTX is gonna start this final and foremost match that all of us are waiting for. So let's get into it and jump right in, because the match has already started and I guess we missed a few minutes.
That's right, we have missed the action because HWN is not looking in a good position. Two players of them have recently respawned, so I guess there has been a really nice clash. And they have been told that, you know what, we are just going to be getting the advantage of this position, but the players have been respawned and the others are just on to ready. So this quick fight, every single team has at least one of them, and in one team I've seen 3 of them have a purple sheet. So the advantage you get onto going to a fight and then just claiming the 1v1s with Storm is one side to watch, but now Baby is still gonna be there with that caustic, and he's just gonna be rocking it on because he's the last survivor for his team, because the team is not able to show up. But at this point, AA is just off the map as well. So again, those clouds of trouble are on to the team HWN, and they need to somehow win this in order to claim a really nice victory and be called the champion of the season.
So you're talking about HWN and you say that SW, they win this match, they do have a chance of winning the tournament.
I do. I think that they do.
But I'm saying that SA has already won 3 matches. That's basically them winning a day straight.
Oh damn. If that's the case, then what are we fighting for?
Okay, so I really want to be proved wrong here, because if someone goes crazy and pops off absolutely like a deadly player or something, that would be fun to them. But even after that, I think so they'll be able to take their points that high up that they could, put first position.
Oh, this is actually a really nice addendum to this game. You can easily craft the banner onto the crafting itself. So all you have to do is spend some points, craft it, retrieve the teammate's banner.
Let's go.
So altogether a good concept, but at this point the entire team is looking so far-fetched that, like you mentioned, SA has already won 3 games, so they've already gotten those points. But I hope, because so just hear me out, like so many kills, so many times that Raza has been the kill leader, and the entire team pops off. It's not only that one player is playing, it's all 3 players playing with the same pace. And the positioning is altogether not bad. Like, if I would turn up the stats, first place
Whoa, what the hell was that now?
I hope they do get a really nice pointer off the chart, but for now, look at the chase just coming in. And the ball.
I think this Fortnite, man, what the hell am I just seeing? Is the Beast of Hunt that good? Or is the R99 somehow just destroying everyone today?
No. It's the Beast of Hunt which is really good. Here's the thing. You can easily spot a player, and once you do, you can literally go for that cat and mouse chase. And if the team doesn't come, for in case the Bangalore was pretty unlucky that he didn't have his teammate alive, if he was lucky, it would have been a different scenario. But altogether, if you have the Beast of Hunt active and you're on the chase, then you're unstoppable. And R99, that is like a deadliest combo with that.
Yeah, we did get to see that. No, yeah. Ashu FPS on the side is trying to heal himself and check. Solar is trying to cover his teammates, not at least getting some health off, but it's not gonna be a small one. Trying to do some damage there. Finds his 21 HP, finds 21 shield. So low, you can pretty easily push them, and that's actually that I've been waiting for. Valk is gonna launch all the missiles there. It's gonna take them. How the hell happened? They knocked out. They've lost their shield 2 times already.
That's right. I guess somewhere down the line, controller doesn't want to push in because he's already having a man count disadvantage. So even Ashu FPS is trying to charge back in. Both are holding 2 different doors, and they're just trying to move and trying to get the advantage of the team. But Here's the thing, another player is just waiting on top, which is Kong. With that Loba, he's just gonna be waiting for the right opportunity, and he could catch this entire team off guard. So smart choice to just back off and he fights through the door itself. But yeah, the ring is so punishing. Like even though it's like the starting circles are still fine, but slowly when you advance through, it is gonna be so much painful to just walk through that entire scenario.
Oh, where the hell did the Bangalore smoke come in from? But either way, it landed perfectly. It's gonna give them a lot of movement area. Maybe some information at least.
Got a bandit in my sights.
Their control. There.
Let's go that way.
That, but anyways, Malkal's coming online. He's gonna get out there. There's no time for him to wait for a teammate. He needs to get out.
Oh my
Hopefully he
god.
does. They've been so on. He's been completely back there. No help, no support, and no weapons.
At this point, controller just wanted to play a solo gameplay, and for that he's gonna be punished brutally because the entire team is just charging on, and Shivas, like the way he just moves in with those pistols. Oh, RE45 nonetheless, like the way he just capitalized on it. It's one side to watch because 25 bullets, once you land them, it is all gonna be disruptive, and after that, your health is just slowly gonna be vanishing off chart.
Someone's already been through here. I
That
don't
being
do
said, the
hand-me-downs.
zone is gonna
We
take
can
this
scan
as
this
well,
area.
But most of the teams in this match don't really. They haven't really encountered the zone problem till now. They haven't been outside the zone as such to get that much damage. But at the moment, it's gonna be SAS team again taking a fight, at least trying to take a fight here. They haven't. They know where they are. They have an idea, but exactly they don't know where it is. And that's gonna be the hard stuff. Just trying to trade the ball. Just not finding any. Undetected, beats someone pushing in. Space insane, finds awesome H2V. Instead, not looking good. It's gonna get Sputzler picked off. Just on it, not stopping. Begum as well with R301. Is gonna get another knockout there. Last person standing, or did they wipe out the whole squad?
See,
No,
it's
one
not about wiping out the whole crowd. It's literally sending out to the lobby and just waiting for them to see the spectators, make them the spectators. But for now, Sam is the last man standing for his team, and it's not looking good for him because he just has one assist, and that is not going to be helping because you need the kill to have a perfect point onto the board. But 2-man down, he's just going to be the last man standing. Rat plays. There is a team in front, but the rat plays are still going to be
He's
on.
gonna run into.
He can.
There's the sound.
He can. He will be able to run into them, but he's pretty smart. As you can see, the moment he just heard one or two players just running down, cutting inside themselves
like
to
the
the
feel of that
circle,
spot.
he just ran away from that section altogether. He can get some really cheeky plays. He can become the rat in this entire lobby, but the other teams are just standing strong, just waiting for the right opportunity. 6 squads left and 13 people remaining, but Begum is gonna be the one taking a better shot with that R301 onto Brox and just leading on to a death penalty on him. But the scenarios are slowly going to be converted onto how the teams are going to be capitalizing onto this circle, because it doesn't look like a good circle. In this map, so-called Olympus, I have not liked this. Back in the days when I used to play this game altogether, put in all the hours, I used to hate this game. Because you don't have much scope. Like, you don't have any place to hide yourself out, and you don't have much to capitalize on. But look at that. Chill is just having the right angle to spot onto a player and just beam down, trying to get some damage off. But at this point, just spotting these players is going to be a huge task, because DK Singh is just forced onto running back, trying to heal himself. The damage he has taken is just insane, and at this point, if his shield is depleted and his health is just going to be falling, just has that mere HP onto him.
Sentinel weapon. 80 strong. 80 there. Shot at least. Kong's getting a lot of damage there, but still there's a lot of distance for them to cover. But actually, it's not gonna stop. He's just gonna run in maybe? Or is he waiting for the opportunity that that second
Marking
they
position.
get him, Mark is gonna push in. But they've forgotten it's gonna be a Simerase's team and it's not gonna be that easy for them to get even a knock on them. Shiva's still trying to get some damage onto them. Even they need to push them back a bit because the zone is not exactly in their favor. But even though they could just move a bit to the right, they will be inside the zone. Arx is coming in with the project.
Enemy there.
Put them under some
Let's
kind
go
of
here.
pressure. Maybe that makes them make a
That's right, but the hugest pressure which has been given on to all of these teams is going to be the circle because it's just shrinking down and every single team is just planning on to capitalize onto one corner and then go for the third parties or the fourth parties. But at this point, every single player is just waiting on for the right
Let's
opportunity.
explore this way.
Oh, I don't spot any rat plays at this point because 5 teams are remaining and 12
And the
members.
rat plays in front of us. Samrex the solo and he's already close to the zone, waiting for players to push in. But
That was smart. That was like a escape from that really inevitable position. Because if the Sears micro drones would have stuck up onto him, he would have been in a really bad position. But look at this. The teams are just waiting. Teams are just hanging on to that perfect
Let's center
strand.
ourselves here.
If they're going to be spotted
Oh,
out from
Samrex took
3
a
different
little.
corners, it's going to be tough for them. But yes,
Watch it. Enemy there.
Samrex,
sense
better
an
luck
enemy
next
outside
time because the rat
my
plays are not
eyes.
going to be helping out. If you have
Enemy
people in
there.
front of you, the information
Thermite
will
grenade
be
here.
relayed, and at
Chemical
this point, like
reaction
I
bomb.
said,
You
if
just
you're
need
going to
to
be
have
standing out in the open, you can be easily spotted. But Mirage altogether, I have never seen a single Mirage before. Once I've seen one, and he's literally stuck up to the last one, like till the last circle. So it's some
Enemy spotted.
interesting
Near me.
things which I'm seeing in this
bet we
map
find something
altogether. And look at that. Anirudh, he has been respawn coming, falling from the sky, getting those perfect loadouts. I love the HCOG onto this
Barrel
weapon.
stabilizer
And
here.
it just brings the peace from the side of you.
Yeah, weapon R3. Just one weapon's needed. It's the R3 one. If you have that and some decent attachments to that, even a light extended, that's gonna change the game. Yeah, and hopefully that's all he needs as well. But on the other side, it's gonna be 1 HP. Struggling a bit. They've lost one guy already. The catalyst went down. And Mirage surviving. They're trying to counter them. They're still trying to hold the position, but it's gonna be really difficult. Mirage pops his out. There are still toys all around him, but can he still manage to escape out of there? There is time.
There's someone here.
This thing has a lot of time. Loot pretty easily. Naranga has been picked off. It's all down to Lazy. He's gonna be last person standing. And the last legend surviving for his team. Both the players have been completely picked off, and this team's left and right. And he's waiting in the corner. This guy is gonna be spotted. And nobody just managed to escape that. Still not gonna be enough.
I mean, still the bamboozles are working, and he's able to make those bad plays for his team. Like he's the last man standing, and he needs to bring out something. But no, DK Singh and Kong both are gonna be crossed and outed in this map altogether. But yes, the last 3 squads remaining, one being a solo rat and the others having a perfect 3-man composition. It's gonna be tough. The end circles is gonna be really hard, but I'm expecting something off the Mirage. If he's gonna be bamboozling his way in and gets his victory, then I guess it's gonna be dramatic. Because I've never seen this gameplay at this platform. It's gonna be huge bamboozle for the entire team.
Bamboozle, but at the moment it's gonna be Anirudh getting a bit bamboozled there. Didn't expect the flank. Was he countering it? Why? I don't know. But either way, he now knows there's a team pushing in from behind, and he needs to be very cautious of it. Well, Anirudh in problematic position. Somehow has found the corner when he thinks he's gonna give this scan as well. Maybe, he's gonna follow the players. That's a really useful thing that they did. They need base here, but Anirudh going down another play. But standing Begum's gonna go down space and say,
Oh my god.
They got it. They're trying to do something with Nemesis. Oh, they go huge. But no, it's gonna be Team 70 getting the champion of the game. absolutely crazy positions, crazy executions, and perfect timings there. And it's Confucius team finally getting the champion on the game, on the tournament. But they did steal the show, but it came out in the end. I guess
It
maybe
did come out in the end, but look
yeah,
at that, 13 kills all
massive,
together.
massive, massive.
Massive damage dealt onto each and every player they had spotted. And this is the kind of performance you need to show at the end game. And they have earned my massive respect, because I was expecting some plays to be off, but nothing was off. It was literally on point gameplay, and the rotates were coming in the right section, right corner, and all of that summarized with 13 kills and first place 12 kills. You can just imagine what kind of an impact they've already put it onto the scoreboard.
Definitely. We've seen all the 6 matches now. We've gone through each and every match of Nvidia Icafe Attack. We've seen it all. We know who won the most. I have a slight idea that who could win, but I really want to see, and I would like it if it's someone else who we didn't expect at all coming out to be the
Ooh.
winner. That's gonna be surprising. But yeah, before we leave, guys, this is not the end of the stream. Like to tell you that we'll go for a short little break after this, and then we'll bring the scoreboard for you guys. We'll bring the results out, and then you guys can know who the winner is, and we'll announce it to you all. Guys, what a game, what a day, what a match, and what a tournament. Absolutely fabulous, absolutely crazy. The whole thing was just. Wow, what? I
Mind
don't have
boggling?
words. I'm just
Mind
speechless.
boggling?
Sorry. Huh?
Bamboozled?
Bamboozled, yeah, that's the one. But yeah, I have the one announcement that everyone is waiting for, everyone is craving for. So
That's right.
without wasting any time, let me just announce who the first team is. Rest of the prizes and rest of the points table will be announced by Ozora. So let me just take away the honor of telling you who the team is that's going to take away the first prize for Nvidia's Icafe Attack, and it is going to be GG's Gaming Arena with the team captain Saurav Malik. Absolutely deadly team. And just let me remind you, this was a team that had SM Rays and two more players. One Bangalore and what was the third one? I don't remember. But this was the
It's all
team.
right.
We didn't really see them get the winner or the champion that many times, but the team, they had a consistent performance throughout both days. Yesterday they got something close to 50, 40 points. Today they got something
Right.
close to 45 points as well. In total, 99 points. Absolutely deadly, deadly gameplay from them.
My God, with that, I can just announce the amount of things they're going to be getting: three 330, 60 Ti's, that to the OC editions. And we're not forgotten the runner ups as well. So the runner up is going to be Land Shack Gaming Cafe with Harshvardhan being the team captain. They're also not forgotten. You also have the prize, which is going to be a 3060 normal edition, but it does equal impact. But for now, the other teams, a huge, huge shout out to bringing in all of the teams and just showing all of your skills, showcasing what you could do, what you couldn't do. But yeah, like these are not the only events, these are not the only tournaments which we can be focused on. There are going to be lot many events, lot many tournaments where you can really showcase your skills. It's just that this one tournament you couldn't perform, no worries. It's not going to be a huge issue because you can literally learn on to what can be changed, what can be fixed. And with that, the shout outs goes to Land Shack Gaming Cafe. Like three teams from Land Shack Gaming Cafe, one being emerging victorious is going to be Harshvardhan's team, and the others commanded by Aman Singh and Rashid Raza. They're going to be the shout out teams for Land Shack, and the other, the FPS Script team and Boomers Gaming Cafe. I mean, it's a huge shout out, but for now, it's just gonna be it's just like we had only prizes for two teams, not for more.
But man, it's
Something.
6 graphic cards that
Yeah,
to
it is.
3060 and better,
That's
man.
right. That's
Oh,
right. It's a
that's a lot.
3060 Ti. So
Yeah, exactly.
I
Better
mean,
than
what else do you
3060s,
need?
definitely. And that's to OC editions too.
Oh
Man,
boy.
crazy, crazy,
And
crazy
we have
prices.
seen day in day out the amount of ads which are running up, like the cooling is insane, and it's from ROG, so you can understand the build quality is going to be so durable. So if you want to win all of these prizes, you have to live up to that mark as well. For example, over here GG's Gaming Arena and Land Shack Gaming Cafe team 2, which is handled by Harshvardhan. These are the two teams which are going to be taking a huge chunk of that. But for the
Yeah,
others, you have to be
almost all
staying,
of it.
you have to stay focused, and you have to know
Yeah.
like what point you have to capitalize and how you have to bring in the perfect meta in this game called Apex Legends.
Definitely. This was it for the whole tournament. Thanks for Nvidia. Thanks to Republic of Gamers. And guys, whoever is gonna win the GTX or RTX 3060s, do not forget to turn on that RTX on, because that's gonna help you a
Right.
lot in the performance and everything. But yeah, with that, that was all from our side. Thanks for watching the stream. My name is Pycast. If you liked our casting, please do go and maybe support us on our Instagram channels, or go
That's
hit a
right.
like and subscribe on the YouTube.
And my name is Auzura Aiden. If you guys like my work, so please come onto the Instagram handles and you can hit the follow button. Not only that, I'm going to be streaming soon, so
Yeah, that's
hopefully let's get that thing set up as well. But for now, we're going to be taking a leave and bringing back those actions in the next tournament. For now, adios.